Hello, my name is Morgan and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some Walmart clearance items that I just picked up last night, and I'm so excited about them because if you know me, I love good bargains and I love sharing them with you guys. Every year I notice at Walmart, Target, a bunch of the stores at the end of the seasons, whether it's Christmas, Halloween, this one in particular, summer, a lot of the items start to mark down, so I like to keep my eye on them. And I was able to pick up a few items. Now, every Walmart is different, so make sure to check out your local Walmarts for deals. I did cruise around to a couple different ones nearby, and I noticed the pricing is different. So not every Walmart has the same pricing, but just go check out what they have on deals, clearance in the back. The first thing I wanted to start with was the summer, the patio, the clearance, and I do remember these are the spring clearance, the My Texas House. These were the planters that were viral. There were tons of different shapes, sizes, and I love them. This is originally, I believe this one was $15.97, and I was able to get this for $4. And I just love these. If you take a look, it really has a natural kind of patina look. I love this beaded trim detail. It's an urn type. And one thing that I love about these is this one is the 8-inch. So they're not massive. You can use them as planters, but you can also use them as decor. So shelf decor if you want, or I have even seen where you can put some of your kitchen utensils in here and use it on the counter to put items in here, or even if you want to put faux flowers, whatever it is, there's lots of different options. I love thinking outside of the box on how you can make these work styling wise without just actually having to use them as a planter. But it is a super beautiful planter. It's solid. It has a nice weight to it. It also does have at the bottom, there is a little hole for drainage, which is important. So if you are going to use it as that, this does have that drainage hole. And overall, I was just so excited because $4 for this on clearance, I thought that was such a good deal. So I picked this one up. It does come in multiple colors. This one just had more of a natural color, but I think it also comes in possibly a gray, and I think there was like a white one, but love this color. Let me know in the comments below if you have started to see some of the clearance or what are the items that you have picked up. You may have got this at the original price at the beginning because these were super popular when they first came out in spring. But this is the My Texas House one. And all of these, not even just the My Texas House brand, but all of the planters, pretty much everything, think spring, summer in the garden center. All of the items at many of the Walmarts I went to were getting clearanced out. So also including like landscaping lights were starting to go on clearance, patio umbrellas, anything to do with outdoors. Those items are going to be clearancing out, and they're going to make way for all the holiday things. So back to school, Halloween, fall, Christmas, sounds crazy, but all of that is around the corner, and you know they like to get those things out early. So they are starting to clearance out a lot of these items. So I was super excited to pick that up for $4. And I also went ahead and picked this one up. Now, what is funny about this, I still have it in the bag. This one I noticed I went to two different Walmarts, and again, the pricing is different everywhere. So this one, when I first got it, this is originally, I think, around $16. Love that scallop detail here. And it also has the built-in drain, which I love that because this could go on the kitchen counter if you want to put like herbs inside the kitchen window. So you have that drainage option, so it will go right into there instead of out onto your counter. So that's why I picked this one up. I thought that would be super cute for that, but also the little details. Again, this one was originally $16. But I got it it was on clearance for $9. But when I went to another Walmart, it was $4.50. So every Walmart seems to be different. Just make sure you see whatever either way, you're getting a clearance price in my eyes, or you can wait to see if it goes down lower. I have seen these drop even lower, so if you want to take a chance, you can. And that's one thing that's a little tricky, is there might be several left or there might be none left, so you might have to pick it up then at that price or wait and see if it drops any lower. Again, this one is more of a creamy white, super natural, but I thought this would go great. They also had it in that same color I showed before, and I think a gray too, but again, several of these, not just the My Texas House, were on clearance. Like I said, I also saw the patio umbrellas. My Texas House, she has a 9-foot one. I think it's originally $88. At my Walmart, it was on clearance for I think it was $49, which is a pretty good deal for a 9-foot umbrella, good quality, has the crank. And there was other umbrellas on sale, and let me see, there was the patio cushions and things like that that are usually, I think, around the $40 to $50. Those are on clearance. Now, each Walmart was different though. Some had them on clearance and some didn't. Luckily, I have a couple Walmarts very close to each other, so if I'm driving by, I'll pop in and just take a look to see, but there are pricing differences, so just make sure to check out your local Walmarts. But that was a great deal. Again, one Walmart had it for $9 and then another one for $4.50. But I just think these are they have so much character and they're so cute. Whether you put plants in them or you just use them as decor, I love those. So I picked up a couple of these, and then I think so the last two items that I got, I'm so excited about because I think they were my best bargain yet. I have been taking a look at these woven planters by My Texas House. These are a really good size planter. They are absolutely stunning. I'm going to come up close here because look at that woven detail. This is a really pretty color too. It's a little bit darker basket. And again, another thing that I love about this, so it's an urn shape here. You've got that bottom, really solid. You've got this metaling around the inside and the outside. So it does come with this plastic, which you can just take out if you wanted. But this is nice to have because some, especially like getting into the flower season or even mums tend, for me where I live, they like the water at the bottom. So I like that there's a little bit of water. Now there is no drainage when you have this. You could poke a hole in the bottom, but I don't know how well that would hold up. But I like to add just a little bit at the bottom for my mums because it really helps them stay alive. Or you take it out and you don't use it at all. Either way, I like that it has that option in there. Trying to put that back. So this, again, such a good size. Look at that. Now there are two sizes to this. There is a smaller one, the smaller urn, which I think is beautiful. That's, I think, around $17. This one was originally $42.90. I think it's $42.97 at my Walmart. I went by and I saw it drop to $22, and I thought, oh, you know, that's still a really good price, but you know, I wasn't really needing it. I do have a couple planters, but I really like this look. And then I went by yesterday and it dropped to $11. $11 for this. So I quickly picked that up. I called my mom. I was so excited because she had seen these two and she thought they were beautiful. So $11. They did only have two left, at least on the shelf at mine. So of course I picked up the two. And I'm just so excited because I thought that was such a good deal and I wanted to share that with you guys. But I did notice too, though, that at other Walmarts, they're not on clearance. So you really have to check to see what Walmart. I'm not sure why some are different than others. And my mom, she lives out of state, so she was going to go see if they were on clearance. But either way, you know, check it out. Hopefully you guys can pick up some of these good clearance deals. I do know that most of the Walmarts, all of the pool supplies, the pool floats, I saw some marked down to $1. So even though it's the end of the season and you might not think you need them, next year you're going to be happy that you got them because you got it on a good deal and you're going to use it next year anyways. So you do have to store it over the few months, but I always think, hey, it's a good deal to get it if you don't need it now, you'll need it next year, and you'll have it on a great deal. So this one, I was just really excited. $11. I still can't get over that. So I did get 2 of these. And one thing about this, again, it doesn't have to be a planter. And I was thinking like, oh, this will look great with mums on the front porch, one on each side of the front porch. But I also, when I brought it inside, I have little baskets that I put on my entryway. And I happened right, I set everything down right at the entryway. And I walked by and I thought, hey, that actually looks really pretty there. I loved this darker color, especially we're getting into fall now. So I kind of want a little bit moodier vibe, and this has a really warm kind of fall look to it. So I thought I could use this as the baskets at the entryway table. I put a lot of my dog's toys in here and all of the things that we go for walks with, her leashes and all those goodies in here. So you can also use this as an organizing basket if you wanted, or just for looks. Again, you don't have to use it as a planter. This is the My Texas House one, and it does even say that it's indoor, outdoor use. So whether you want to put it inside or outside. Maybe you have one of those faux olive trees or a fake tree in general. This would look really pretty too if you put the tree inside of there and then maybe some moss or something around it. So that's a really pretty planter. Again, stepping back so you can kind of see. I just thought, what a great deal though, $11. But either way, even for the $42, I still think that's not a terrible price, but I just love picking up bargains. It is super fun. So yeah, $11 on this one. And again, I did get 2 of those. This is the other one here. So looking forward to styling these here soon. Let me know in the chats or comments how you would style these baskets or even the planters. I love hearing from you guys. And if you have seen any clearance items yet, what you have picked up. Now, last but not least, I was really excited about this one. I have so many of these rugs. You guys have probably seen in previous videos, some of my fall decor. I love the 5x7 rugs underneath on the front porch, right when you walk out at the front door, but also underneath my porch swing. And I didn't need another rug, but I couldn't pass this up because it was such a good deal. And this rug went viral. You guys will know if you're familiar as soon as I show it to you. This is the My Texas House, again, the Isla outdoor rug. This is the 5x7. And I believe this one originally was, I think it was $87. Now don't quote me on all the prices. I'm trying to think in my head what they are, but I think I'm pretty close. I know I got some good deals. And so I walked by it and I looked. I had to take second look. This was, can you guess? I got it for $22. So originally $87 to $22. And that's a 5x7, which for me, this is perfect because like I said, I love using these at the front door. This is a beautiful neutral color. My porch has a lot of stone, so I don't want it to be too busy, but it's a nice neutral. And look at this. These little flowers on here. So they're subtle, but so sweet. And again, that's that My Texas House. This was super popular when it first came out in the spring, summer. Still, of course, popular, but things are starting to shift. Everyone's getting into the fall, things like that. Where I live, I can use all this stuff all year round. So I can pick these up now and I can keep using them. And same for you guys, even if you live in where you're gonna start getting into fall, you can already have this for your spring. Also, this is not just something that you could put outside, even though it is an outdoor rug. If you really wanted to, you could always get one of those rug under the platforms that you put under there, and you could put this on top of it, or you could just put it down depending if it slides or not. I have used I have used outdoor rugs inside. So, think outside the box. You don't always have to do what it says, just might have to do extra things like that underneath rug cushion or putting it down so it stays. But this is also beautiful outside on the patio, underneath your outdoor furniture. I'm going to use it possibly under my porch swing or front door. And then, but you could also put this underneath, like I said, your pool lounge chairs, whatever it is. I love this beautiful neutral color. so pretty, and those really pretty subtle flowers. So I'm excited to get this open, and actually I might as well just open it so you guys can kind of see it. Again, 5x7 was the size, and I was just so excited because $22. Did I need another one? Probably not, but I love it because I can have that extra. Last year, I did end up picking up clearance patio furniture from Walmart. I got such good deals on some of like the Bellamy set, and they have a black iron set. I got that for $150. That was last year. And then same with the Bellamy. I got 2 of the chairs for $150. And alone, they used to be, I think, $300 each. So definitely make sure you check out the clearance, the patio. I saw some of the patio furniture going on clearance. And again, every Walmart is different, so you just have to check and see. Now, did I bring the scissors? I thought I did. Okay. Open this up. I did go to Walmart, of course, to go shopping, but I happen to always check those items, and they're starting to get the fall in, which I did post a video preview of some of their fall collection. If you haven't seen it already, definitely go check that out because they have got some really cute stuff. And on the next video, I want to share some of the pieces that I got, so that will be the next one. Stay tuned. But I have to say, like, Walmart is just getting better and better with their decor, everything, even their clothes have really come, the quality and everything has really come around. All right, I gotta get this last one, and then I'll open it up for you guys. And My Texas House, of course, she has really pretty stuff. Even some of her, I think I've shown it in other videos, some of her faux topiaries that went viral, those were on clearance too. I showed them in other videos. I think they were like $90. And I'll have a lot of this linked below to help you guys out. Online, some of it does show the pricing. And then, of course, you have to go into some of those stores too. But look at that. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. I don't even know where I'm going to put this, but I think under the porch rug, but it's so pretty. It's almost like, do I want to put it somewhere inside? This would be great too, like even in an office if you wanted. Such a pretty neutral rug. Of course, I have to get this out, but okay, so you guys can kind of see. I'll step back. Look how pretty that is. Love it. And that's the 5x7. I'll come up close too so you can see a little bit more of that. So $22. Definitely, I think it's worth it. I mean, unless you really want it right away, I think it's fun to kind of wait and see what kind of deals you can get. But if you do live in a place where the seasons, you can only use this so often, I can understand picking them up. Even at that price, it's not terrible, but it's always fun to get a nice bargain. So again, just that last look there, $22. And I thought it was so sweet too when I was shopping. There was this older lady, and she came up to me and she just wanted to see. She wasn't sure. She's like, how much is this? And I told her, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's $22. I took a picture of the tag. And she was so excited, she ran back and got one too. So I love sharing that. And I hope you guys can run out to your local Walmarts or check online. Some of them do have some online clearance pricing, and get some of these deals. Let me know if you do, what you get. And also stay tuned because like I said, I have the pieces that I picked up for fall. I did a little sneak peek. I showed some of the items that I was shopping. Definitely got some candles that are going viral right now. So if you haven't already, go check out your Walmart. Let me know in the comments below what you're loving and what are some of your favorite pieces if you picked up any deals. But fall is just around the corner, and I cannot wait to start sharing some of those pieces and decorating. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one.